What's something that made you angrier than you've ever been? When I was 14, my dad married Victoria, a sharp, charismatic corporate lawyer who moved us into her ultra-modern high-rise downtown. At first, I thought she was amazing. She bought me trendy clothes, enrolled me in a prestigious private school, and proudly introduced me to her coworkers as her future Harvard Law graduate. I honestly thought I'd lucked out, until my half-sister Mia was born. That's when everything changed. Victoria became completely obsessed with turning Mia into some kind of genius. By the time Mia was 3, she could recite legal doctrines, but had never touched a swing or seen a cartoon. Bedtime stories? Nope, just legal textbooks and precedent memorization. Victoria would even play Mia's recitations at dinner parties, beaming like a proud coach showing off a trained athlete. But I saw things others didn't. Mia would flinch every time she got something wrong. Once, I walked into the living room and found her standing with law books balanced in each outstretched arm, shaking and crying. Victoria just said, "Future lawyers need perfect posture and discipline." My dad was almost always away on business trips, so he rarely saw the truth. Whenever I tried to tell him, Victoria convinced him I was jealous of Mia's advanced education. "She's thriving," she'd say, showing videos of Mia repeating courtroom terminology like a little robot. One night, I heard crying from Victoria's home office. I found Mia curled under the desk, surrounded by flashcards, a red mark on her cheek. Victoria was towering over her, hissing that she embarrassed the family by forgetting a legal definition at the firm's family day. That's when I knew I had to act. I started secretly recording everything, the screaming, the late-night drills, the punishments. I took photos of Mia's tear-streaked face at 2 a.m., audio clips of her sobbing, and even one where Victoria threatened to send her away unless she memorized the entire Constitution by her 4th birthday. When I showed my dad, he didn't believe me. Victoria had already filled his head with lies. She told everyone I was emotionally unstable, even pushed me into therapy, saying I had a jealousy complex toward my gifted sister. But then came the breaking point. At Victoria's firm's annual gala, Mia was supposed to perform in front of all the top partners. She'd been drilled for weeks. But minutes before the performance, she had a panic attack. Victoria dragged her into the restroom, where I found her gasping for air, her tiny body trembling. Victoria was gripping her so tightly her shoulders turned purple. She threatened to take away Mia's last few toys if she didn't pull it together. I'd had enough. I hit record. When Victoria saw me, she went ballistic. She slammed me into the wall and cracked my phone screen. But the footage was saved. A senior partner walked in and saw everything. Victoria immediately switched into her sweet, manipulative voice, pretending I was having some kind of mental breakdown. That night, I backed everything up from the cloud. I made a full report. Time-stamped videos, photos, recordings, even statements from our housekeeper, who had been too afraid to speak up before because Victoria threatened to get her deported. I sent it all, to every partner at the firm, to the state bar, and to Child Protective Services. Within 3 days, Victoria was dragged into a meeting with the firm's ethics board. The senior partner confirmed what she'd seen, and Victoria was placed on immediate suspension. When CPS arrived, they found Mia's room crammed with legal books. No toys, no art, no comfort. Just a punishment chart on the wall tracking her failures. That's when my dad finally woke up. He saw the videos. He cried. He realized he'd let ambition blind him to what was happening under his own roof. He took family leave, pulled us out of that cold apartment, and moved us to my grandparents' farm. Mia is 8 now. She paints every day and rides horses after school. She doesn't know all the amendments anymore, but she finally knows how to laugh.